My goal is to really just understand kind of what your experience of live wedding painting was.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you just tell me a little bit about your wedding?
Yes, so it was June 18th and it was at the Shades of Green Garden. Kind of like magical country Vikingish outside, very green, lots of flowers.
And how long had you and Brandon been together?
3 years.
Was he pretty involved in the wedding planning?
He was very involved.
What was like your guys' goal in having a wedding?
I think ours was just to kind of host a big party. We love hosting things, and his family could come up from Texas, so we were they could kind of see more Montana. And
I love it. Like a bringing everyone together. How did you first hear about live wedding painting?
on Brandon's TikTok, and I just was amazed with it.
What factors you were kind of considering when you were deciding if you wanted to add it to your wedding or not?
I just thought it was different, and I think that was a big thing. No one I knew had done anything like that, like regular wedding photos, and I thought it would just kind of capture it all. Another thing that factored into it is it's kind of like a little fun show for the guests. I tried to keep it secret, so not many of the guests knew, but a lot of people did know because I was just so excited about it. Everyone in our wedding just said that was so cool how you had that.
Awesome. So it's a way to make your wedding kind of like stand out and be a little.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I wanted, is just something like a little different.
Was there any big hesitations that you had?
I did, because I knew that this is what I wanted, but when I first kind of mentioned it to Brandon, it wasn't like, hey, we should look into this. It was like, hey, I've already talked to her. This is kind of what we're doing. Like, this is it. And he's just like, sometimes with weddings, they're already expensive. And so then when you start just adding more, it's just kind of like, oh my goodness. Now, like, after everything, he's just like, that was the most worth it thing we could have done for the wedding. Loved it. As soon as Brandon seen it, he was just like, okay, yep, you were right. That was so worth it. We would do it 100 times over. Yeah. So funny because he was so involved with all the wedding planning, but this, I just kind of took it and ran with it.
Yeah, totally. I do remember having a pretty good conversation with you guys early on though. And you guys were really excited about like the romance of the scene and the like magic of it all.
Yeah, once he kind of got behind it, he's like, okay, yeah, we could do it here. And he had all those ideas, which I don't even think like that. So it worked out.
So cute. In a way,
Yeah.
it was like a fun project for you guys to figure it
Yeah.
out. How was your experience working with me before your wedding?
No, it was super great. You were always willing to answer any questions. It was super easy to use through your website. It was just so easy to work with you.
How did it feel to see it happening at your wedding?
Throughout the night, people would just kind of come up to me and be like, that is so cool. Like, she's almost done, or, whatever. And then by the time you were done, one of the little flower girls was like, come look at this. And she dragged me over, and I was just like, oh my gosh. It was just so cool to see it. We have a whole painting, and oh my God, I could never. So to see something go from just a blank canvas to, hey, here it was really cool. All the guests thought it was so cool, and they would kind of come up to me and be like, she's still painting.
So what was it like getting it in the mail?
Oh my gosh, I was so excited. This box, and it had cute little hearts on it and everything, and I was just like, oh my gosh. And so I put it inside, and I was like, oh, I was so excited for it. And then the little card was so cute. It was so exciting to open it, and I was just so happy to have it.
And Brendan opened it together?
No, I immediately ripped it open, but then I face called him. I was like, look what came.
You guys moved into a new place and you said you got it hung up?
We finally got it hung up, and it's the only thing yet, because I was like, everything else can go around this.
There's anything that you've noticed, like how you feel when you see it, or
so when we first looked at it, it was like, oh my God, that's so cute. And like, I noticed some of the little details. And then when we got it, we were looking at it, and I was like, oh my God, she got your hand tattoos down. Like, it's just perfect. And then whenever we see it now, or it just really reminds us of the day, just kind of how our vision came to life.
That's really cool. Yeah, because it's like your vision, like your whole day. And then I'm just painting it, but you guys have created it.
Ours had like the lantern with the flowers on a barrel, and That was perfect. I mean, just every little detail. I'm just like, oh my gosh.
Did you have any like reaction to seeing yourself painted?
It was so cute. I just thought like my blonde hair and my eyes and lashes are like big eyes, and I just thought it was so cute. Brandon, his beard, like everything was just is like, yep, that's him.
Cute. Is there anything else that would have made your experience like a little bit better?
No, everything was beyond and perfect.
Your wedding had very fun characters.
Oh yeah.
Like really enjoyable people who came up and just wanted to chat. I loved it. Do you have any advice to brides or grooms that are thinking about adding this to their wedding?
Just to do it, that it's
Okay.
worth it. Even if, you debate on the cause, I would say it's just so worth it.
Awesome. Thanks, Celena. I appreciate you
Yeah.
spending time with me today.
Yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you where we put it.
Yeah, I'd love to see it.
This is like our entry area,
Okay.
and we just put it right up front.
Oh my God, it looks so good right there.
I know, just as soon as you walk in.
Oh, I love it. Right as you walk in. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So that'll be like the staple piece. It'll always be there.
Yay!
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.